wonderful Mighty Joe and
Yes,
Jim Life
thank you.
Media.
Yes.
And we've got someone very special sitting in the middle of us who likes to kind of be low-key, but no low-key for Bruce.
Okay.
We got Bruce Cardenas in the house, owner, relationship builder.
HMIF.
I mean,
HMFI.
What is
Anyhow,
it?
we'll let you figure
You'll
that
know
out.
what that means,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's
You've
better.
been in the business for a very long time, and you've been with a lot of wonderful companies. You've helped a lot of people get up and going, and of course, we get to sit here and stare at product all day long over here and hand out some good stuff. We got all the legendary foods here.
You can't beat that.
We can't. And everyone loves this product. Like, we need to know, Bruce, how is it so good?
Well, you saw the movie Willy Wonka, right?
Willy
No one
Wonka.
ever got past the gate, so no one really knows, but we have some good secret stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just like at Quest, people tried to always replicate us, but they couldn't. Yeah.
So, Bruce, talk about a little bit, if you don't mind sharing your background and how you got into the bodybuilding fitness industry.
So I was just a dumb kid from New Jersey who started powerlifting in high school. I was pretty strong naturally. I went in the Marine Corps. I was always going to be a cop, but the local chief of police said, go in the Marine Corps, and when you get out, I'll hire you. So I was like, that's a reason to get out of New Jersey. So I went in the Marine Corps, continued powerlifting, and I met some pretty famous guys in bodybuilding when I was in the Marine Corps. And I got out and joined LAPD, and then I competed against, I was still went to the police Olympics and stuff. And
Did you say police Olympics?
yeah, we used to have police Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that, Joe?
I have heard about that,
They're national, and then of course every state has them too. The bench,
Okay.
from everything, bench press, powerlifting, track and field, all the
Yeah.
sports. And it's crazy. I started a very successful bodyguard business, and serendipitously, I met the founder of Quest Nutrition, who goes by Quest creator Shannon, who you know,
Right.
and her husband Ron. I met her in the gym, and she gave me a couple bars, and I was like, these are pretty damn good. I saw her the next week.
They have such a great story.
That's amazing. I mean, she made the first 14 flavors in her kitchen, and so I saw her again, and I said, hey, I was doing some bodyguard work for someone, for the set of Extra, Mario Lopez.
Oh,
And I
just
said,
Mario
hey,
Lopez.
yeah, just Mario. And I said, if you want to get me some product, I'll bring it on the set. I brought it on the set, and they're like, these are amazing. As a matter of fact, the second week he was on the show saying, I said, have you guys tried these Quest bars?
Really? Wow.
So
See, I didn't hear this part of the story.
yeah, so it kind of evolved, and then I was doing protection for Jessica Simpson and Mariah Carey, all these people, and I started being the bodyguarders. Hey, by the way, my friends own this company, so I bring product.
Pedal and Quest bars.
Oh, that's so fun. I didn't know all this
So
part.
for 9 months, I helped them for free. And it wasn't like I was getting paid. I didn't need to get paid because I had my security business. And then Ron took me out to lunch one day and said, hey, you're doing more for us than we're doing for you. We're stealing. And you know Ron's sense of humor, right?
Yes.
He said, we're stealing. We're going to put you on the payroll starting Friday. Do whatever you want to do with the money. Keep doing what you do with your day job. And then I really fell in love with the process. Their why, I'll tell you, whatever their why was, mine was more powerful than theirs.
Yeah.
They made great product, and it was so easy. And I already knew people in the bodybuilding space because I was I guess before I was a fanboy, right? I came to Olympia on my own, my buddies, and followed all these guys from Samir.
What year was that?
That what I
When
was.
you got into Quest, what year was that?
At least 11, 12 years ago.
And you were
11 or
Pendleton
12.
out there in the Marine Corps?
Actually, I went to Paris Island. I just stopped in Pendleton for a competition. I traveled the world.
Okay, so California wasn't necessarily home.
Yeah, it wasn't home, but I got discharged there, and I was processing to be a cop. So that's
Okay,
how I
gotcha,
became LAPD.
gotcha.
There's so much depth to this
There's a lot going on.
conversation.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
She's like spitting all this stuff
Yes.
out of
Well,
we're like
we're
wanting to pull
I know.
Well,
and
and ask any questions, but I just started building relationships, and it came so organic. And I always tell people, life is about relationships, right? Even if you don't know anything about your business, just build relationships.
Right.
And that's what I did. And I always say this. I was the least qualified person to work in a nutrition company. I didn't go to school for food science or anything. I was just like, hey, they're low carb, high protein, and gluten free. And you know what? You're a bodybuilder, so you must like them. Because they taste good, right? And that was it. And all of a sudden we're doing, forget the celebrity events or celebrity relationships I had. I was the only one that really wanted to go out and build relationships with like GNC and Vitamin Shop and Bodybuilding.com. And I think for 5 years straight, I was the only person in the company that came to expos like this.
Wow.
Wow.
something.
Yeah, and so I literally, if
And
you
it's
ask,
like you know everybody.
And I kinda-
everybody knows Bruce.
Well, the relationship building part I love the most, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the most unqualified person to do a podcast. I always feel that way.
Right, yeah.
But I just love relationship building. So,
Yeah.
something good's bound to come out of that.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect example.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
talk to people, right?
That's right.
And I always kept good relationships with all the athletes, even if they were, some of the other owners would get tense, like, oh, I work for Gaspari, so you can't talk to Quest. I'd be like, I would drop product off at Gaspari's booth or Metric's booth because the athletes wanted them, you know?
Yeah.
And they were always like, you're kind of a weird dude. Like, you're always trying to, like, there's almost an no. Like, why are you bringing your stuff into our booth?
Right.
But the athletes love it. So I think that's why I built a reputation. I want to share it with people, and it's great, you know?
Well, it shows. And, you know, you are also really good at just communicating and being in touch. And, you know, I appreciate that. And it's been awesome just to spend time with you at different events and mingle.
It's so cool in this industry, which you both have been a part of it much longer than I have, that the backstories aren't just with the athletes. It's with all the parts involved.
Right,
you know,
right.
and Bruce is a perfect example of that.
Right.
You know, that's really cool.
And I told people, I was interviewed a couple weeks ago, and they, you know, I said, I was interviewed for our podcast, I said there's 52 weeks in a year. Probably the first 5 years I would release on the road at least 42 weekends a year.
Wow.
Wait, say that again?
So there's 52 weeks in a year, obviously, right? I said for the first 5 years at Quest, I was on the road 42 weekends a year. There was not a weekend, I would leave on a Thursday, go to, if a bodybuilding, CrossFit, any kind of a strongman shows, and I'd be back in the office Monday. And I would tell people that's what it takes to build a business. Because people are like, well, can't I just work Monday through Thursday and like, you know?
No, but it's, you know what? It's when you love what you do.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, we hear that all the time. When you love what you do, it's not really work. And,
that's right.
And I also heard one time from a leadership coach. He said at least 28 days a month you need to love what you do.
For sure.
A couple days you can take off.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Not love it.
That sounds fair.
At least 28 days. And then if it's that, then it's not. It's your calling, right? It's not necessarily just a job.
Well, and you got to train moving down the track right now because this stuff is. This is the next level right here.
You can't keep the stuff on the shelf.
Yeah, this is not staying on the shelf, and I think we learned a lot from Quest to make this even better, right? And it doesn't hurt that way. The Quest guys built this, right?
Oh wow, I've chewed on them all day. And the only thing I wish I had now is a steak flavor. When's that coming out? Yeah.
There may be some unique savory kind of things in the
I
future.
like that. Yeah, all right.
There's a lot of cool things. I always tell people this: go into 7-Eleven and you see all those Hot Pockets and Twinkies. We are going to eventually have that replicated. So you'll go to a Super Bowl party and there'll be all the stuff that you wish you could eat, except it'll be there.
I love it.
We have like
I love it. Doesn't that sound great?
We have these chips coming out that are like taste like Pringles, but they're protein.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So and I think, I mean, listen, we all want to change how the world looks at food, right?
Right.
I mean, the reason is, I mean, I don't even know the percentage of obesity, but it's like ridiculous, right?
It's ridiculous. Yes.
And so if we could help just change it percentage at a time, that's all we can do, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And the good news is with this is we're able to trick kids.
Oh, for sure.
So a 6 or 7 year old will eat this and say it's pretty good. You're
My
like,
4.5-year-old loves these.
Yeah, because kids at
great.
Quest, sometimes kids be like, that's a protein bar, but these, you're like, it's a win, right?
And then you get all the fun colors. So the colors really are outstanding. Your labels, the packaging, and it goes very well with your product. So it's a great combination, and I think people are drawn to that packaging too. So you're drawn to
very
it.
colorful.
It has to be good if it looks like this.
Right?
Are you involved in that? All that?
No, I mean, we have a committee. You know, people will pass it around and say, "What do you think?" Well, you know, we changed some things when they submitted their original.
Okay.
But overall, I mean, I appreciate art, but I'd rather have someone else.
I got you. I'm with you.
But we all vote though, because there's sometimes it's interesting. I'll tell you real quick. At Quest, we launched blueberry flavor, right?
Right.
17 different people said signed off on it, signed off it. Went out to market, and some customer took a picture and said, "How come you guys spelled it blurberry?" So there's a lot of eyes that look at packaging, right?
Oh my goodness!
Because a layperson may find something that an artist doesn't. So it happens.
How did that slip through?
Right?
Yeah, crazy.
Hey Bruce, what is your favorite thing about the bodybuilding and fitness industry?
It's a lifestyle, I guess. The mentality. Listen, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of discipline in that sport, and I live a disciplined life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of it, right? I mean, these guys. I've tried to do bodybuilding and diet. That's next level.
Oh, truly
right?
next level.
That's why powerlifters can be kind of a little fat,
Oh yeah.
And eat some extra carbs. But I mean, think about it. It's a disciplined sport. And I think that's what I admire about it. It's a lifestyle. These are the 1%ers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, we all sit at the same table in this industry. Bodybuilders and strongman, powerlifters, and we're all different members of the family.
Yeah.
And we all get together right here. So it's really a lot of fun.
But it's a great community. I mean, listen, I mean, it's really surreal when you're meeting guys, I mean, that are slightly older than me, and I'd had posters in my rec room.
Oh, right.
Like Samir won the 83 Mr. Olympia, and I was in the Marine Corps dreaming of, having a success.
That's great, yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Now I hang out with those guys.
Right.
Yeah, Samir was going to come by and try to get an interview with us, so we're
He'll be here tomorrow. Text
That's
him.
the way I feel about Monica. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I had all her magazines back when I did.
I did look
swear.
at a few magazines that she was in.
Yeah.
And Corey Everson and
Absolutely.
all these people that you're like, wow, now I know them as friends.
Right.
It's like, it's a
really
cool
cool.
thing.
Keep in touch and see what's up.
And you remain relevant. That's what's really cool too. That it's not just
Thank
a young.
you.
It could be a generational sport.
I agree.
It has become that, and it certainly has become
right.
that. In large part because people like Monica and these others are still around. They're representing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an honor to be. I always say it's an honor to be part of anything like this. It's a cultural thing, and I think if we could change a couple of these lives, but this is actually truly our core. When we built Quest, the bodybuilding community was our core.
Yeah.
And actually, there was a period of time when some of the marketing guys said, "Well, do we still need to do bodybuilding?" I'm like, "Huh? We will always be in bodybuilding.
Right, yes.
We may go do other things and other verticals and healthy moms and all that stuff, which is cool, but we'll always be bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Because bodybuilders, I always remind people, a good bodybuilder has 30 other coaches or people he's influencing or training. Or,
Absolutely.
So it's a win-win, right?
Yeah. Touches a lot of people.
Yeah, it touches a lot of people.
Bruce, what is your favorite flavor?
Pepperoni. Oh, you're talking about the cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which is your least favorite?
Oh, I can't say that. It's like which one of your kids is your favorite?
That is true. Although I have a feeling you'd say that, Bruce.
I'm not being politically correct, but no, I will go. I will eat this every day.
Yeah.
Others I could skip.
I tell you, they all taste great with a cup of coffee in the morning.
No
I'll tell you
kidding.
that.
And I'll tell you right now, the cinnamon roll, 15 seconds in a microwave with a cup of coffee.
Oh
is
yeah.
life-changing.
Oh, it is really.
And really, here's a great thing. We just did a tasting the other day at the office because people came in and brought a bunch of the regular sweet rolls that you buy, like Hostess and stuff. Ours actually, I'm not saying this because I'm there, they tasted better.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, we've been handing it out here and making sure that everyone's getting some product before they take off. So it's been awesome having Legendary Foods as a sponsor for the Monica Branch Show. And just really thank you for your support of what I'm doing and believing in me because this is a new adventure for me.
It's great.
And it's been really fun.
I love it. Thank
you. Of course,
you.
I really enjoyed being in the booth with you guys at the LA Fit Expo.
That was really good.
That was cool.
We'll do that again.
Yeah, it was fun.
And we got tomorrow still yet anyhow, so a big day coming up.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.